Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your ESL Battlerite action. My name is Dropbear, and you are going to see one hell of a game. This is Bruce Lee versus Project Horizon. If you don't know these two teams, well, you're about to. These two teams are pretty much the first and second best teams in Europe right now. We have Cluny and Condemned on a very interesting switch-up. Condemned playing his signature Shifu, but Cluny, instead of playing his Lucy, is playing easy mode, Elmo. That guy with the book is Esmo. On the other side, we do have Blanks. Oop, if I can get the nice little camera over there. Blanks on Lucy, as we usually see, and 213 who is Nick on Esmo as well. So we have an Esmo versus Esmo battle. I don't think we'd be if you told me these would be the matchup, these two teams, I don't think this would be the exact hero picks. It's interesting to see as we do see Esmo versus Esmo just bouncing around the entire field. Orb will be picked up by the red side as we see Blanks just getting himself ripped into by both Condemned and Cloney. Absolutely no heals on either side. Esmo falls down into the slime as we do have 213 versus Condemned as a mid-matchup fight. Just see 213 having to fight against Condemned. Condemned so close to death. There's the in-cap. He's probably going to go back for the health orbs. Yes, he is. He might leap in for that soul orb as well. He's going to ride the hog. Back up to half ulti. There's a good route, but he will leap right back out. It's going to be close. In-cap, and he's just going to throw his spear out. That will be Condemned, picking up round 1 in favor of Bruce Lee. Oh, geez, absolutely brutal. Brutal team at work there. As we get underway, it looks like both are picking up Disruption Warlock's Grip on both Esmos. Easy modes. We're going to have a lot of nicknames for these very new characters in Battlerite as we see them go into play for round 2. Everyone on their nice little rams. Interesting route. Condemned just trying to fire into that nice shield. Condemned taking a little bit too much damage here, but 213 is taking damage back. And he's actually in the line of fire. He's getting damaged by cloning a bit too much. But here comes a counterplay because we do see Blanks, a healer, on this side of Project Horizon. We don't see a healer on the side of Bruce Lee. So that could be the difference here as we do get an in-capped Lucy. Barrier up. So I have to scroll out so far because these players are just so far away. Condemned will be left alone, having to fight for his life as we just see him trying to sing this barrier, bounce right up. Condemned, trying to focus onto Blanks, but is unable to. Just trying to. there's a nice orb right in the way there, and that will be the death of Condemned. 1-1. Just quickly blast shield into Alcatrazi. Fuck. Barrier just getting triple barrier picked up. That's probably going to be interesting. Usually you don't go swift roll. I'm assuming Blanks is going it because there's just so much pick off damage. Doesn't want to be caught off in a position where he has to use it. Finally, difference collapse versus the nice handbolt. Round 3, going into a 1v1, Condemned versus 213, 213, and then suddenly 213 is just caught in the middle. He has to heal up very quickly, but that max HP, that's going to be an issue. As Orb is taken by the blue team, Bruce Lee having to leap in, and that is Blanks just caught against the wall. He doesn't know what to do. Condemned, trying to leap in, there's the barrier. Jesus, that hand just pushes him right in. Clomey jumps around, and that will be pretty much round 3 going in favor of Bruce Lee. There's not much 213, 213 can do here. You can lay down the book, but that won't do much damage. Jeez, left. Jeez, just trying to select this round 4 Battlerite is quite hard. It will be arcane energy on both sides, and for us to see ferocious maximum of the hits on Condemned's spear is increased by 1, so you'll have 4 charges on that now. 1, 2, 3, 4. On looks like Lucy's getting that shield worth of damage, but Condemned's immediately on it, have to swift roll away. Orb is taken. 213 just caught in a weird position. That will be him in-capped, and then immediately Kearney just doing the snipe onto him. Swift roll again. Blanks just trying to find a good shot. And that'll be the ultimate, and that'll be Lucy down, and that'll be 213, 213 left on his own numbers, trying to work out what to do. The ultimate is ready, and that means that Esmo will fall. Thank you very much, Weaving Havens, for hosting. This is Bruce Lee versus Project Horizon. If you don't know these two teams, these are the best 2 teams in the world. Well, in Europe. For some of the people in NA will disagree with me on that, but as we do get underway, Condemned versus Cloney, they are looking quite well, even on a 0 healing lineup here. Usually you see this Lucy picked up, but 213, 213 on the other Esmo versus and Blanks' own Lucy is a very, very odd positioning. As we do see this 5th round underway, all Battlerite's up. Condemned just stuck in a corner, unable to work out who to focus on. And roots everywhere, Jesus! There's, so here we go, everyone's sucked in, but no damage dealt. Blanks having to fear him away, and then great push into 213's nice right click. Orb bouncing around like a ping pong ball as 213 tries to get a good snipe. He's rooted down Condemned. Grabs Condemned, and there's the pain, but oh geez, 213 took the damage there, but looks like 213 Blanks on the other hand had different ideas. Getting all the damage is Cloney versus the world. Let's see if we can get a good right eye on Cloney. The issue, of course, is we do see rollouts by the side of Lucy. You don't really want to put down your book. It's kind of like the goo of Lucy, actually. You don't want to put down your book when they have an escape up, because they can just completely roll away from the vacuum in. As we do get underway with round 6. Just have them roll into the middle, just trying to suss each other out again for this next round. And immediately Condemned jumps in and is immediately getting so much damage dealt onto him. 213 managing to get the books out, and Blanks just taking 0 damage here. I don't think that was Condemned's focus. Condemned so low, what is he doing? Blanks having to swift roll away. There's the grab by Condemned. And then suddenly it's the tables have turned. Cloney gets a good stun out. The 2-on-3, you're in the wrong position there, mate. There's the good crippling goo immaterialized out Shifu, and it will be Esmo versus Esmo for this 6th round. Cloney jumping over to numbers, jumping through the wall, trying to land that right click. The C cancels, just adding insult to injury. Trying to get the good stun, won't happen. And orb is up. Battle, the very, very big circle of doom is starting to get smaller. This could come down to positioning here. Who manages to suck the opponent out of the arena? Out of this very small circle. Cloney does have ultimate as well as numbers. And here we go. Double ultimate. There's one. There's two. 2 on 3 takes the massive brunt out of that though. And, ooh, jumps out of the circle. Bruce Lee will take 4th round. Will be 4-2 up. And will have match point. Oops. As we do get underway with this 5th round. Sorry, this will be the 7th round. Condemned going around, but 2-on-3 is not there. He instead tries to leap onto Lucy, but got a good barrier up. And then suddenly it's Condemned who's got the tides turned on him. A good barrier put up, but it won't be enough. He does take a little bit of chip damage there. Blanks on mostly full life, but ooh, look out numbers. You are getting low. Needs that heal by Lucy, as there is a root. Good barrier to just make them uninterested in focusing. And then suddenly, Jesus, just the amount of damage put onto 2-on-3. And then another leap, and that should be game, as we do see this Lucy completely focused upon. It will be 5-2 in favor of Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee victorious in this round of 16. They will go on to the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, we must say goodbye to our great friends over at Project Horizon. They did put up a very valiant effort and a very, very great play there from both sides. We'll be right back with more ESL action right after this very short break.